everyone, welcome back to Meditative Stitching. I have got gathered together here some more bits to play with, and this time I'm going to use this piece of fabric that I got from my scrap store, and I'm just going to stitch on it. I may add some of these little scrappy bits. I've got all sorts, got fibres, got buttons, and I've got my threads. I'm not going to just add any fabric this week unless it's a tiny scrap like that. We're going to just do some couching. So I've got some of this fibre, which I might double. I might double up. Something like that. And just couch down. And as you can see, I've got all these lovely patterns underneath. So I thought I'd just start stitching. I haven't got a plan. I never have a plan. So I hope you've got your stitching ready. If you're working on one of the little meditative books, then thank you for joining in. And it's not too late. Just make yourself some little squares. And in how long have we got now? How many we made? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe next week or the week after we'll be putting them together into a little book. I can't get it. There we go. I'll put on some nice chill out music and we'll just have a little quiet session of stitching together. Hello, how nice of you to join us. Are you going to be peaceful? You're going to sit on Mummy's things? Oh, she's all wet. It's raining, obviously. In the UK, it rains all the time. like all the time. So I've split those two up. I'm going to go that one off in a different direction. But I'm just thinking whether I want to add something at this point. Maybe I want to add this. She's growling at me. I don't know why. It's definitely not a purr. It's definitely a growl of some kind. Not quite sure what it is she wants. And she's not getting dreamies this time. Excuse me. People don't always want to sit with you. You can see now why when I sell things in my Etsy shop, I have to put a little disclaimer that if you are allergic to cats, pretty much guaranteed to have fluff in your stuff because she just goes everywhere. In fact, what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to stop the video and I'm going to go and sort her out and get rid of her. Not get rid of her, obviously, you know, but move her. Are you in? Are you in? Your tail isn't in. Get your tail in. Snowbell, tuck your tail in. It's not sticky, it's not in. Yeah, so she's now settled in the basket and we're going to carry on. While she was doing that, I did manage to thread my button through and I'm just going to sort of try and put a stitch through it and just to keep it on. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but you know, better safe than sorry. So I'm going to just come up, add an extra stitch. Obviously, this sort of stitching, I've been totally inspired by Susan Taylor Brown. She just does the most amazing fabric stitching and artwork just because. And if you enjoy this sort of freestyle stitching, then do go and check out her channel. I will link it below in my description box. You won't be disappointed. She's totally amazing. And I know there's quite a few people who watch me who also watch her. So thank you, Susan, for the inspiration. This is all your fault that I do it like this and not all neat without knots. We embrace it. We embrace the knots. So just enjoy yourself with it. I'm just having so much fun with this. This is my favourite sort of stitching, I think, when you can just freestyle it. In fact, this bit I'm just going to wrap up now because I do want to. I just want to. So hopefully Snowbell will stay quiet. We can just get on with our bit of peaceful stitching. I've got to take a photo. You should see the position she's in. Right, bear with me, guys. I'll be right back. Doesn't she look comfortable? Her feet are on the back. Oh, her feet aren't. It's just a bum. Whoops, can I say that? Oh yeah, we're over 18. She's determined to fit in it. You can't fit, you're too big. You're a big girl. Oh, no, she's in. Oh, that is just so cute. Snowball, you're too cute. She's hiding. She's got a tail in front of her eyes. Apologies to those of you who do not like the cat bits in my videos, but she's part of my team. There's just me and her. And how cute was that? I mean, she does make me smile. Okay, right, now we're going to, I think, what we're going to do, we're just going to sneaky across the back here. We're just going to loop this through there because I'm not going to bother tying it off. It's one of them days. And we're going to go off in a different direction with this bit. Let's double this up. Let's loop it. Let's do a loop. Because, as Susan would say, just because. Can't wait till this starts getting bigger. Now what I may do is do some more off camera because I think this one is going to take quite a long time. And then I'll come back when I've done a bit more couching. That is that one little piece of wool. And look at the difference it's made already. I sort of love that. I have no idea if that is the way up. I don't know where it's going to go. We'll decide on that when we put it in the book. So I'm going to get another piece. I've already threaded and knotted. And we're going to get this little bundle of scraps here before I go. As you can see, completely just scraps. And I'm just going to pop them on and stitch them down. And that's it. That's all we're going to do. So I'm just going to put a couple of stitches to hold it. And then we're going to see what else we can find. See, I've got these are all the ends of all the threads that I've been using. I'm going to put them on. And this is, I don't know what this is. Just some fluff. It's probably Snowbell fluff. So his nose. Whoops. I will pop that on as well. And I think I've got another little bit. I've got this little bit of fabric. And there's another little bit here. And what I'm going to do is very quickly just put a stitch. Can I just put a stitch? Let me do it in a different colour. I know I've got two needles going now, but that's fine. I just want to hold them all down. Don't stab yourself, Carol. There we go. Right. Ooh. I was going to stretch that one across, but decided not to. And we're going to go back down again. Okay. Right, so that will hold that little bundle on. We'll go back to our original cotton. And I may add a bit more. In fact, I might add some of this white. Oh, that's quite a long piece of white. We could use that. I haven't got a lot of white. It's very random, I know. Bear with me. or turn off if you think I've gone completely crazy. But oh, just have a go. Have a go. It's very freeing, and it's just so good to use up, whatever them are called. I've heard people call them all sorts of things. Just threads and bits and bobs. Some eyelash trim would look nice on the top of there as well, wouldn't it? Bit of eyelash trim. Or do you think we've got enough? That sort of looks like a little bow, doesn't it? Let's just push that together. There we go. And I'm just going to do some little, maybe a couple of little cross stitches there. Oops. And find a way to come up. Yeah, I think this one might take a little bit longer than last week's. Last week's seascape. That was quite fun. I'm trying to do something a little bit different. Just experimenting. And let's just go down here. A right tangle going on. A right tangle. I quite like it, guys. I quite like that. I've got to think of something to fill in there. I don't know about that green. Oh, I did get out. Oh, little pearl. No, I think there's too much on there. She says too much. I like that one there. I do have these. I've got one big little pearl in there. Maybe we should put that in there. Or a button. No, don't know. I'm now overthinking. And we don't want to overthink. I'm going to move those out the way. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll come from here again. And I've got to see if I can remember these stitches. It's like, I forgot what they're called. Let me get my book. Susan, do you still remember? This is Susan Hyle's art. She did the fly stitch the other week. Well, weeks ago. And I'm not sure if I learnt it and then I forgot it. So I'm thinking we do that. We have a loop. And then we come up at the bottom of the loop and make a little stick and hold it like that. And then, where's that going? See, I don't know where that's going. That's going back up to the top again. I'm sure you don't do that. So according to this, my cotton should be at the top. Well, that hasn't happened. Oh. Oh. Now I can't really tell. Do you know what? I'm just going to do it my way. I'm going to come up and go down and then make another loop. And come up again. This is not going to be a proper stitch. I'm going to make it longer. Like that. Maybe. I don't understand the picture. Right, we're going to forget that. Looking at the picture and trying to decide what that says. Because I don't know. So that's going to go away. It's a really cool little book, but those pictures are not very helpful, are they? I shall have to watch a video. Isn't it funny how that's all we want to do now? We just, if I need to learn anything, it's like, oh, YouTube. You don't think about going anywhere else now. I'm just going to do this. It doesn't matter. I thought I was going to learn a new stitch like I did last week. It wasn't last week, and it was a different project. It was making the book, making the concertina book. But I did this lazy daisy stitch on my daffodil, and I thought it was a lazy daisy. Apparently, it was a buttonhole stitch. Well, I didn't know. I was quite excited. It worked beautifully on the flowers, and I shall be doing it again because I remember how to do that one. I'm not over sure that I'm doing this right, but you know what? It's making a pattern, and that's all that I'm worried about at the moment. I might stop there. In fact, yeah, I might stop. Should we overlap them? See what happens? I don't know. We're going to find out. This will probably be a right mess now. I'm just playing with my stitches. Come on. It's very hard to stitch when your piece of fabric is up in the air. Let's go over here. Whoops, whoops. I've caught it. Where's my loop? Where's my loop gone? Come on. I'm coming up over there. I can sense all you proper embroiderers. What's she doing? Oh my goodness. I'm having fun, guys. That's all that I'm interested in on this piece. Bit of stitching fun. It looks like seaweed under the water. Oh, you know what I'm going to have to do, don't you? Some sort of mermaid to go with my sea themed book. Can't have a sea themed book without a mermaid in it. I've gone all over the place here. What do you think? Are you all absolutely horrified at my really bad stitching? Oopsie daisy. I don't know what's going on. I've got caught. I think I tried to go through the loop before I came back up through the fabric. But that's fine, sorted it out. That's a very big stitch. I don't think it should be that big. Well, we're going to end there anyway, I think. We're going to stop because, what do you think? I'm sort of quite liking it. I am. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. And I'm going to leave you in peace for a bit. I am going to finish this off, do a bit more, and I'll be back. I don't know how much more I'm going to do. I quite like the fabric underneath as well. I think that way it looks like there's a fish swimming that way and some seaweed and some rocks under the water. That's my interpretation. What do you see? I will see you all very soon, guys. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy your afternoon. Bye for now.